Okay, today I'm going to show you the tiger weave. I'm going to tie a Bitch Creek nymph using the tiger weave. We're going to use some UTC 70 thread, black, a size 6 TMCO 5263. It's a 3x long nymph hook. It's bigger than I would tie this on normally, but I want to have it big enough that it shows up for this. Put the hook in the vise and run the thread from about the halfway point back to the hook bend. Sitting a little off angle here, try and get a good clear shot. That's making it a little difficult. Throwing stuff in the way. I'm just going to make a quick little adjustment here so I can run the thread all the way back to the hook bend. We'll take a short piece of white rubber leg and tie that in right on top of the hook at the bend. Nice and secure, and about twice the length of the hook gap. We're going to clip off the legs. Maybe a hook gap. Sort of like stonefly legs. Now we'll take the thread back up to about the halfway point. We take an orange chenille. This will be the underbelly. We tie it in at the halfway point on the far side of the hook. Run the thread all the way back to the tails and back up to the midpoint. We then take a black chenille, again back to the tails. Now when I get back here, I put 2 or 3 whip finishes or half hitches into the thread and leave it hanging out of the way. You'll see in just a second. Now we take the 2 chenilles, bring the light colored one over the top in front of the black, take the black over top of the light colored chenille and under the belly. Then take the light colored under the belly and over the top. The black over the top, under the belly. The one you're moving always comes in front of the one that's left hanging. And we do that till we get to about the halfway point. Now, we take our thread that we've conveniently left hanging, pull it forward, make good secure wrap. This will allow us to cut that off in the end. Now, take both your chenilles, tie them off once or twice, and then tie off the light colored one a bit further and clip it off. Leave the black one in place. A woolly bugger saddle hackle in black. Just grab one of these. Clip it off. And we'll tie it in right there. Run your thread forward. Now we take our black chenille, build up a nice thorax with it, till you're about up to the hook eye. Tie off your chenille, take the hackle, and stroke it back as you're winding it a little bit. Doesn't have to be too heavy. And tie it off. And clip. I like to fold it back just a little bit. Be careful with your thread. I'm used to tying with with 140 UTC right now, and I'm breaking off this 70. There. Now the last step, take another piece of white rubber leg, tie it in, and try and actually get it tied in. And tie it forward. I'm going to clip it off, it's a little easier to handle. Whip finish. And you can head cement, or in my case, I prefer using Quo. It's a nail product, UV activated. Just a little dab. Hit it with a UV light. And that's it. There you have the Bitch Creek, the tiger weave. This is probably the easiest weave to do. Oops, these are a bit long. There. I'll post a couple more weaves in the next few days, just so you see other methods. The Bitch Creek Nymph.